Timeless is the best way to describe the production on Oval's 94DISKONT album. Released in 1995 on Mill Plateau, this glitch ambient masterpiece was a result of determined experimentation with the CD format. Back when Oval still consisted of 3 members, they would rent out CDs in large quantities and paint them with non-permanent marker, making the laser lose track, follow, skip, and generate glitchy clicks, pops, and stutters. These sounds were later recorded on floppy disks, indexed, and eventually ended up being used as source material for the album we all know and enjoy. Even though the concept of manipulating the recording format wasn't a novel practice at the time, 94DISKONT was the first release that managed to turn data errors into beautiful, evolving, hypnotic compositions. The album received critical acclaim from music journalists, which spiked the curiosity of many electronic music enthusiasts and drew attention to the still developing genre of glitch ambient. It is abstract in its essence, but still accessible enough to be enjoyed by everyone. Despite the production process being entirely based in the digital realm, 94DISKONT sounds immensely organic. The glitchy clicks and pops merge together with the tonal elements. The rhythm feels loose yet intentional. All the elements blend into each other effortlessly in a collage-like manner, creating a world where every sound has its own place and carries meaning. Do While, the album's opener, is a beautiful 24-minute long meditation on rhythm, space, and sound deconstruction. It is the perfect introduction to the world of ambient glitch music. The following tracks get progressively more abstract and reveal the broken machine aesthetic concept of the album. Now let's deconstruct the technique and philosophy behind 94DISKONT and get to work. We will be using stock FL Studio plugins alongside the airwindows consolidated VST, which you can get for free directly from the airwindows website. Let's grab a Citrus Chorus EP preset for the chords. Citrus Glass preset for the lead. And an additional pad on a free oscillator with 2 slightly detuned sound waves, 2 octaves apart, and some attack on the envelope. The next step is exporting all of these sounds individually, and then we can get into Most of the people watching probably don't even have a CD drive in their workstation, and that's where a granulizer saves the day. You can use any granular sampler for this, they all work in a similar manner. Load up your sample and set up your pattern with 4 notes per bar in the piano roll. Now go back to granulizer. We want no attack and hold all the way up. Grain spacing controls the playback speed. Let's set it up about halfway through. Wave spacing controls the number of grains. Let's go all the way to the right. Now click Automate on the random knob. Go into the envelope settings, set all parameters to 0, and add an automation clip on the hold parameter. Now let's set both of the automation clips to have wide variety in hold and randomize values. Even though CDs don't color the sound, when you listen to 94DISKONT, there is a certain grittiness to it. We will use airwindows D-Bass, which gives you that 90s sampler sound. Slightly adjust the D-Bass and D-Raz controls until it starts sounding slightly bit crushed. You can use the invert wet signal to control the level of processing. Now next in the chain is the transient processor to add some clickiness to the sound. Let's set its sharpest shapes attack all the way to the right, release all the way to the left, and start backing off the parameters until you get to your desired texture level. Now the last part is the glitch shifter. We're only going to use the tighten, feedback, and the dry wet parameters here. Its primary use in this scenario is manipulating the rhythm of the granulizer output. The tighten knob controls the buffer zone. When you set it all the way up, it bit crushes the sound. And when you go all the way down, the rhythm starts becoming really loose, which will be perfect for the sound we're going for. Once you add feedback to it, it starts sounding really interesting with the sounds merging into each other. Start recording in Edison and slowly change the glitch shifter parameters to get a wide variety of sounds to work with down the line. Repeat the process for the lead and the pad. Now I'm going to stretch the processed sound, which will accentuate their glitchy character. Taking inspiration from the second track of 94DISKONT, Store Check, I'll use 3x Oscillator's noise wave as the sound source and start from here. Before we proceed, make sure to put a limiter at the end of your effect chain, it's going to get extremely loud and glitchy. Next on the list is the deck record from Airwindows. It adds a thick bassy texture to the noise wave. Go all the way to the right. Add an EQ after it. Now we're going to add glitch shifter and just leave it there for a while. Next up are two transient processors for the texture. Both sharpest shapes, high attack, no release. Just don't forget about the limiter at the end of the chain. Now open up the EQ, glitch shifter and Edison. Set the glitch shifter to wet signal only and start manipulating all the parameters. It will quickly lose its mind and start generating these crazy glitchy patterns. You can control the sound using an EQ to get some really interesting results. Start recording in Edison and keep manipulating the parameters. Now that we have all of these sounds, it will be a good idea to talk about the... Let's find some moments in the chords that loop nicely for 2 bars. This part right here has an interesting rhythmic quality to it. Now for the next 2 bars I want a bit of a change. This part right here has a great ending bit, so we'll use that. Now together it forms a loop which will become the anchor of the track. I want the lead to appear at the end of the loop and in some parts of the track extend into the next few bars. Now this sounds pretty good, let's use it. Let's add the background pad. I want it to appear and disappear once in a while, so this right here should do the trick. The main appeal of do-while is the gradual subtle changes happening throughout the track. I'll extend some parts, merge them, cut them out for brief moments. It's supposed to sound organic, we don't have to stick to the grid when it comes to the transients for the most part, just trust your ears. Now for the background glitches, we need to differentiate between adding texture and rhythm. For the rhythm we will use shortcuts of the exported glitch sounds, which we will place to subtly emphasize the transient cuts of the tonal samples. This is what I found. And here's what it sounds like with the sample. Now let's add some texture parts in the background. Right now the loop sounds interesting but a bit one-dimensional. I'm going to automate the reverb dry wet signal to bury some parts of the loop in the background. And bring more attention to other parts by doing the same with a delay. Galactic Reverb and Tape Delay 2 by Airwindows will be the perfect tools for the job. Now I'll add more reverb and delay automations, arrange the track and come back to you in a second.